Hello everybody and welcome to my sketchbook tour video where I'm celebrating 100 subscribers. I've kind of had it as a little mini goal to do a sketchbook tour for 100 subscribers. So thank you to everyone who subscribed, and I guess we'll get straight into it. So this is my sketchbook, as we can see. Well, this is actually sketchbook 17, which is my sketchbook from 2 sketchbooks ago. This big sticker on the back is handmade by my best friend, so thank you for that. And the rest of it is decorated with Artex acrylic markers, the brush ones, and the rest are just general stickers that I found. So if we go onto the first page, we'll see that I have a start. I didn't even put an end date. This is literally me just realizing that. But I spent a long time planning and preparing for this. So as you can see, I put my name and decorated it really, really cute. And this is the first page, a beautiful welcome spread. I think I spent like 5 hours on this. It may not look like it, but I remember spending a very long time doing this. So we have my OC, which I don't know if she's my OC anymore, guys. But anyways, this was a whole lot of fun to draw. A lot of time went into this. This border took ages, and I basically just wanted it to be an all-encompassing welcome page. As you can see, I have a goal to use my sketchbook to create larger pieces outside of it, which I think that I successfully did. So let me just show you a little bit up close at some of the details, and obviously the figure. So yeah, there's a lot of pages in this sketchbook. I didn't mention, but it is a Art Talons, Art Creations sketchbook. Here I have some gouache faces that I did from Pinterest. I only really like this top one here, but it was kind of fun to do. It took a lot of effort. Gouache I find it quite difficult. And then I have some acrylic marker drawings as well, because this is when I first got them, so I was really testing them out. And you know what, I'm really proud of this portrait. I'm really proud of it. As we can see, this sketchbook is quite large, and this was, I guess, the page that showcases that. It is held with mere threads, as we can see, which is a little sad. It's not that sad because I don't really like this page that much, just some sketches to be honest. But yeah, if you like to stick in things, papers and stuff, be careful, because your sketchbook will probably start to fall apart. So yeah, just some more sketches. Again, with the acrylic markers, I did this cute little piece. Again, of those 2 OCs, well, of this one main OC, on the right, well, it's on my right. And then I went outside to the park and drew her, but as you can see, I wrote it doesn't look like her because it didn't, and I was using completely different colors. And yeah, this is where I kind of stumbled into some art block. I actually did this page afterwards, and it's actually a piece of paper stuck in, quite a thick piece, and this is an acrylic painting of a dog. I actually really enjoyed this. It's done with very light washes of acrylic, which surprisingly worked really well. And this other side is, I don't really like the pieces. I used gel pen, attempted mainly actually to make some good pieces, but it was difficult. Yeah, this was in the midst of art block. I hate how this page looks. You can barely even see this side. It's just some sheep. They're actually pretty cute, and a goat. But this I really dislike. As you can see, another dog wearing glasses to accompany this one. Yeah, I just think it looks quite funny. I do prefer this one, like the colours, and I think this one's cuter. However, I do think that this one, I like the colours I used for the background and stuff. And then I used the same colours on this page just to do a little bit of doodles. Oh, this page is all stuck together. Okay, so this page is, I was trying to explore the story I'm writing, and I was trying to draw what the characters in one part of the world would look like. it was an attempt. I think it still looks interesting. I do like the background. I did lots of layering and textures. And then this side I just drew an animal skull because I was like, I actually don't know what an animal skull would look like. Just some birds. Just some cute little birds. And that's it. You can actually see a failed drawing that I guess I do press really hard with my pencil. And I just covered it up with a parrot, an owl, and a dove. Just some black pen drawings. Very simple, very nice. And can you tell I lost interest? I did. I got a little bored of drawing with the pen. This page, unfortunately, is a fail. I was trying to draw, again, the same OC. Her name's Sasha. I have not drawn her in a while. And then I really liked the sketches, but then I started drawing with the acrylic markers, and I kind of ruined them. And I hated how this one looked. It was supposed to be like sleep clothes, summer, and then like work clothes. I must have got it from an OC prompt list or something. But it was just, it looked horrible, to be honest. Oh, and as you can see, I have little tabs. I forgot to mention this. I have little tabs all throughout, and I've basically gone through and tabbed pages I like. So, yeah, this page is next, and I put a tab, so I can look back at my sketchbooks and get inspiration from them. I absolutely love, specifically this one, which is why the tab is next to her. I love the expression. I used markers, not acrylic markers, alcohol markers, and pencil for the background and some details, but I think this looks really cool. I just love the fact that she had neon hair. I think that's really cool. Again, drawing the same person. And some pigeons. I think they're cute. This page, I think I liked it a lot more at the time than I currently do, because I think it's just a little bit lackluster, to be honest. Just some portraits with ink outlining them. Oh no. Then we have 100 heads. Now, you guys may not know this, but let me correct myself. I've tried to complete the 100 heads challenge many times, and I have failed each time. So I've drawn these starter heads probably at least 4 or 5 times. And I was trying to commit to it, and as you can see here, a couple pages are actually stuck together. I'm not going to pry them open, because they were probably really terrible drawings I didn't want to see, but I got to 10 heads, and then I drew some other stuff. I was trying out just ballpoint pen, no sketch. Difficult. This whole face is off. This apple is okay, I guess, and I tried gouache. Guess I was hungry. I'm quite hungry, and this is just fine. It's a bit simple, though. Oh, we have this page where, for some reason, I decided that, you know what? I'm going to use my least art supplies. So we have watercolor on this side. Just drew some things from reference, and this side is actually oil pastel. I used a book of post-impressionist art to copy this Van Gogh, I'm pretty sure, and I used a chocolate bar wrapper so that it won't spread to the other side. But you know what, this was actually quite fun to do. Never again, obviously, but quite fun to do. Okay, we have, if I can flip the page. Oh, day 2 of 100 heads. I didn't realise I got this far. More heads. I started to get a bit better this way on, but the starting heads weren't the best. More acrylic markers, testing out kind of limited colour palettes of orange and blue. I actually really like this one, and I really like this one of Mr. Bean. I think it actually, with very little line and colour, looks like him. But I also really like this one, the contrast of the blue and the orange tones. Oh, and some animals using neon pencils. And it says it's inspired by Emily Hughes' art. I don't watch her very often, but sometimes I do get inspired by her. This was actually quite fun. Oh, and I was just testing out supplies, old supplies I found on this page. Like crayons here, and some old alcohol markers, some shiny watercolour. Oh, and I did a collage of myself. because I was doing the artist way at this point, and one of the tasks was to make a collage of you, and I made this. I think it's pretty cute, to be honest. Oh, some more heads. As you can tell, I started losing steam at this point, and I don't think most of these look that good. This kind of side profile's decent, but I don't like the rest. Oh, and this, I would say, marks the start of an era where I was completely inspired to make art. So I got this brown fine liner and started making a bunch of pieces with it. This is the same neon coloured pencils. They're like really cheap ones, and this is alcohol marker on a watercolour postcard. And I wrote "Start to Dream" in a font because why not, really? I started sketching in just this brown fine liner. I did a full sketch with just pencil, so yeah. And then this is when we get into some really, really fun things. We have these landscapes with just acrylic marker. As you can see, I let the underpainting show through. This like bright neon orange in both of these, which I really like. I then drew just a turnip, I think, as a stamp. I could try redrawing that. Again, for the artist way, one of the tasks was to listen to a new album in full, and I really wanted to listen to Beat Dabba Dooby's album from a little bit ago, and I just doodled as I listened, and I kind of did some more drawings. I said it sounds a mix between Cave Town and my childhood bedroom, just being poetic. Classic. I tried another landscape, but I did an underpainting of yellow. I don't know if you can see that just on the corner there. I did a bit of yellow underneath, but it was watercolor marker, and that did not act nicely with the acrylic markers on top of it. And then I tried to do some self-portraits. Not exactly a face reveal because these don't look accurate to me. But you will perpetually find me wearing headphones. Just know that. And then I just took this little picture of a strawberry shortcake I drew and added some drawings on top. Oh yeah, I don't like this page. I tried a gouache painting, didn't like it, and then just did some ballpoint pen. Art block starts here. Yeah, I can tell that this is me during an art block, but I get over it, guys. Okay, yeah, this is actually on my YouTube. Me drawing these. As you can see, I never finished them because I got art block, so I kind of just left them. Yeah, again, if you've seen my art block sucks video, this is what I made, and this was 2 sketchbooks ago, so I really should have made a sketchbook tour a little while ago. But then this, again, I get back into my inspiration era with this little fish, which also appears in one of my last videos. I really loved it. I used a little Winsor Newton mini spray bottle and used watercolor powder and some water to make these beautiful blooms, and then I made one of a little another little fish. I love the cutouts. And then I tried copying or like following along, I guess, with Paloma the Peach's video where she made a bunch of alcohol marker fish. I tried it. I think it was the paper that didn't help me, but it was fun. As you can see, a lot more fish, little doodles of some, and then this was a gouache painting. Again, as you can see, I've been trying to wrestle with gouache for a long time. Oh, this is where my bookmark was. As you can see, this page is kind of chaotic and full, but I love it. All of these drawings of portraits were done with watercolour only, a sparkly watercolour, and I just love how they look, especially this one. I think I got across the face so well, and also shiny, which is fun. And then this side, I did a watercolour background and just doodled a bunch of different creatures on top, which was really fun. Here we just have some more doodles. I think it had been a long time since I'd actually drawn portraits, so I was trying to draw portraits down here with just that brown fine liner again. Same thing with this side. As you can see, I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I did tell you that I really like this guy's face earlier, so I drew him saying "what's up" because I think that was the caption on Pinterest, which is really cute. and I saw a video on Pinterest explaining how someone drew their side profiles, and I just copied them. All of these ones were copied, and then these 3 down here were me trying to make a study of it. And I do think it was quite. I should really come back to this because I really do struggle drawing profiles. This is also on my video, so I don't need to go in depth, but I did catch a golden stag in Animal Crossing, and I was marking that moment with this little drawing, and also caught a whale shark, which is what this page represents. This was when Ashniko's album, or at least single, Trinkets came out, so I was memorializing that on paper, essentially. And I also drew this really cute drawing of this girl. I remember it took me a long time to get this drawing done, and I actually really like the composition of this page, to be honest, with like a main figure and then 3 little heads. I think that looks really cute. These were all done using a singular pen, one of those like 6-in-1 or like 10-in-1 coloured pens, and I tried to do like studies of an apple, this like sweet gum, like I don't even know what's called, pop ring, I don't know, I think it's American. And this drawing, I spent a very long time. I was being very careful with it, and you know what, even the hands turned out well, so I'm actually really proud of this one. I just love that this person was holding a really giant pencil and scribbling with it. Then I have this page, which I love. I love any page that I've done that is mixed media, because like there's so much happening here. We have pencil, down here we have alcohol marker, and some more of that 10-in-1 pen, and I really like these. I especially like the back. I'm quite impressed with how it actually looks like a back. Also, if you want to know any of the references I used on my Pinterest, which is always linked in my like profile, I have my art board, which is full. It's got over 3,200 pins, and I use them so often, and it's completely organized, so you'll be able to find this pin in the anatomy board, and any of the animals and bugs and such are found in the animal board, and it's also in alphabetical order, so all my references are there, and I do not use AI references at all. No. I love this page as well. As you can see, we have, I think this is entirely, sorry, there's a dog barking, can you guys hear that? This is entirely those acrylic markers, and I tried doing portraits again, and I quite like how loose they are. I think it's quite fun. They're really loose, but they have the essence of the original. And I drew this little fish, which kind of spurred on these portraits because I quite like the colours. This was just some pose practice. I really like the middle. Actually, I like all of them, to be honest. I like the movement in this one. I think this one's just fine. I like the middle. I think it looks most accurate to the original reference. So that's just some portraits. More acrylic markers. I just really love the colours in this portrait and tried to get it across. So I did like that same bright orange undertone and layered on lighter colours on top. I do think it worked, but I probably want it a bit less messy, but if you look from far away, I think it gets across what it's supposed to look like. I tried doing like a monochrome green one, didn't like that, and then I drew this woman without, I was sketching in pen, in this yellow pen, and I really liked it. This page, I was using crayons. Don't ask me why, I just was. And why is there like a really ominous looking like grinning me in the corner? Okay. I was drawing with a really fine brush pen, and it literally had like individual brushes on it, so I was kind of experimenting with like texture with these two. Oh my gosh, look at this chunky cat. That I think I didn't even notice it because it's kind of lighter than everything else, but this is very cute. I think this is fine, but the cat is the important bit. I know there's another cat here, but look at how chunky it is. Oh my goodness, I love that. Hello? Are these stuck together? Nope. Oh, just a collage of pizza and a girl. Can I speak? Some sketches. This is when I bought some Hello Kitty blind bags and keyrings. I tried redrawing a drawing from when I was not little, but a few years ago. I redrew it and this looks considerably better. And I was rewatching The Demon Headmaster on BBC iPlayer and drew this portrait in gouache. I really like how it looks actually. There's a lot of colours subtly happening under the skin and I think that looks cool. And I put "Look into my eyes" in this blocky font. Then we have just some more portrait practice. The only one I actually like on the page is this one because it actually looks like it has dimension, it's cleaner. As you can tell, it probably was one of the last ones I did, which means that the rest were more warm-ups. Just some watercolour and some sketches. I started to kind of get back into more of an art block at this point. The page was like a bit more jumbled from this point onwards. I like this little ladybug and I like this face, but the rest, they're okay. Oh, more gouache of an owl, ladybug, and this lobster stand somewhere. And a quote, because you just can't fill a page without a quote, I guess. I actually really quite like these. I definitely think that they could be a little bit more refined. However, I don't know how to do that, so we're just going to go on to the next page. On this page, we have some more gouache here, and I was realising that I hadn't drawn a person, like a full body, in a while, so I drew this, and using similar colours, I drew an orange and a fish with acrylic markers. Then we have some more gouache on this side. Some more gouache also on this side. This portrait was quite difficult to do, but I do love the green effect that the hair has. It kind of looks like it's glowing, so I did a lighter wash underneath and just some doodles, of course. There's not really much to note here. Also not much to note here except from this really cute cat that I copied off Pinterest. Some more portraits. It had been a while since I'd drawn, so I was trying to get back into it. Quite like these. And I guess I started using my fountain pen at this point, and I drew this very silly, very, very stylized version of me with alcohol markers. And this is then Peachtober, so I'm going to very quickly flip through these because they're more sketches rather than anything. So we have acorn, kite, slug, which I decided to go for snails, gingham, poppy, and actually I quite like the poppy one since I drew different kinds of poppy. I drew the flower, poppy seeds on like a burger or something, Poppy the singer, and Poppy the troll. I thought that one was quite funny. Ring, strawberry, I do strawberry shortcake there, leaf, rope, critter, seagull, oh, Paloma the Peach mentioned, forever, always mentioned in my videos. Seagull, also a really cute idea. I was just going to draw a seagull, but it ended up being really massive, so I made it angry and made it a massive seagull eating a massive box of fish and chips, and this is how the size of a normal person. This is the seagull. Marble, which I had a really unique idea of drawing a little Animal Crossing island in a marble, but I just couldn't kind of get it across. Brush was supposed to be me brushing my cat because she hates it. Whistle, yeah, as you can see, it starts to go a bit downhill from here. Whistle is like those whistle lollies I had when I was a little. Toad, I just drew a toad and some mushrooms. Melon, I tried drawing the little Paloma the Peach melon character, but it kind of looks terrifying. Truck, it just gets worse. I mean, this is the most horrific thing I've seen in my life, to be honest. Genuinely horrid. I don't even, we can just stop looking at that. Web, a little computer. Paper, and I just wrote this is paper. Spots and stripes, a stripy and spotty tights. Bear, Yeah, I'm a FNAF fan. Yeah, that's supposed to be Freddy Fazbear. It's it's just a bear with a top hat and a bow tie on, an axe in a tree stump, buttons in a jar, a lemon with its tongue out for sour, and that's supposed to be a cat apparently, and that's I made it to the end with that and this little sticker of a cat. So as you can see, the sketchbook is thick. I've been talking for 25 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you an insight into some of my art. I am currently in my I actually don't know what number sketchbook this is, but this is my current sketchbook. I painted this on the front and the back, and I'm this much through. Let me give you a peek at some recent art I've made. Ooh, art, wow. Yeah. Ooh, art. Stick along for the next sketchbook tour. That'll happen maybe in a few years' time. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 100 subscribers again. I actually couldn't believe it when I saw it. So yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. If you enjoyed, I guess you can like if you want. But I will see you when I see you. It could be in 2 days, it could also be in 2 years. Bye.